It was just about creating really visual presentations so the customer understood what we were doing. And we didn't really invest time on analyzing the data and really know what was going on and how we would be better for next month. So Databox has helped us reduce that time significantly. And so now we are investing about 2 days in just doing something very visual for the customer, but investing all of the month actually to interpret the data and really analyze the results and what we can do better for next month.
All right, Martha, welcome to the Agency Spotlight series. How are you doing today, first of all?
Very good, Kevin. Thanks so much for having me here.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you about this stuff. And before we get into like the meat of the interview, I was just wondering if you could just, give us some quick background on your agency, Grow, like how many employees you have, what kind of clients you typically work with, and then what kind of services you offer, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, of course. We're an agency based in Monterrey, Mexico, and we mainly serve clients that are in Mexico. Some of them are global, but most of them are local. And we are a 13 people agency right now. Sometimes we've been a 20 people agency, and we've been a 6 people agency. Right now we are 13. And we don't have a niche right now in Mexico. There's not really a need for that right now. And so we're specializing in inbound marketing and digital strategies and stuff like that. And our background is we come from actually a pretty traditional agency. We created a spin-off that was only focused on digital strategy. And we created Grow 4 years ago. So we've been focusing on inbound marketing since then, and it's worked pretty well. So that's what we've been doing.
What was life like before Databox?
It was just about creating really visual presentations so the customer understood what we were doing. And we didn't really invest time on analyzing the data and really know what was going on and how we would be better for next month. So Databox has helped us reduce that time significantly. And so now we are investing about 2 days in just doing something very visual for the customer, but investing all of the month actually to interpret the data and really analyze the results and what we can do better for next month.
And what tools were you using before just to make those presentations?
Oh, just like a keynote presentation with screenshots from all of our different tools for our customers.
Yeah, sure. And then can you tell me just a little bit how life has changed since you started using Databox, like what you've changed around your agency?
Yeah, I think we've been very much productive in terms of establishing objectives for the month and for the 90-day plans that we create, and really being able to monitor those results and having us say, okay, we've accomplished this trimester. We are gonna do this other trimester, and Databox has helped us really get the customer into that and knowing why we are establishing those goals.
How do your clients learn about Databox in the first place? Like, is it something that you bring up in the sales process, or then does it just magically appear in that first monthly meeting and they go, "Whoa, what is this?" You know, like how do they learn that that's the way that you work?
Yeah, we've done it differently with some clients. At the beginning, we kind of rolled it out to our oldest customers, and we were telling them like we have this new tool that will help you see this data in real time. You can even get in there every day if you want to, and they were really excited about it. Some of them were more resistant, to be honest. They were like very used to the presentations we already did, so we kind of did it like a slow transition of, okay, here's a presentation with some data box uh, dashboards, and kind of transitioning to them like that. And some others we introduced them from the sales perspective, where we analyze some of their data that they do give us before they become our customers, and they really love it. They always love how it's really clean and really easy to understand. And of course, we sometimes want to have the dashboard with all of the data we can. So that doesn't help. We have to really do it very simple for them on the sales process, to them to only see like three types of uh, data walls that they see. Okay, I understand that, and I think you can help me with that.
Yeah, yeah. And are you bringing it up now for like new clients going forward? Are you bringing it up with all new clients or just some that feels like more appropriate? Like, how do you think about that on your end?
Yeah, no, that is part of our process now. So every new customer, we are using Databox with them.
Nice. And
Yeah.
what do you guys talk about in that like sales process, in the meeting and the sales process when Databox comes up? What are you trying to help them understand?
Them understand that we know data and we understand their data. So they know we are the experts and they can trust us with their information. So they obviously, at the beginning, just give us insights into their Google Analytics account, for example. And so they want to know what we can do with that data and how we interpret it and how we can give them results with that. So, so we try to build, as I told you, really concise dashboards that can let us say to them, this is what we are going to do based on what you're doing right now. These are the priorities, or this is what needs to be changed, or this is what you're doing really well. So that's how we do it.
Yeah. Do you guys set any concrete goals with clients, or are they already setting concrete goals in their operation? How do you like anchor the expectations?
No, yeah, we actually we took like I don't know how to say in English, but we took like the process from the EOS traction. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you're familiar with that,
Yep.
of building a 3 year picture, a 1 year plan, and then the 90-day plan.
Nice.
And we also we are partners with Smart Insights, that they have a really good methodology
Mm-hmm.
to build these plans. And so we establish with the customer these goals, because if not, we are just like doing everything and see what works.
Yeah.
And we've done that previously and that hasn't worked. And so we're now establishing this at the beginning. What is your 3 year picture? What do you want to do, or what do you want to be in 3 years? Then we establish a 1 year plan, and we like have the pieces of the 90-day plan of this 1 year plan, and they all have at least three clear objectives. And those three objectives will give us what tactics, what actions we need to be doing. So all of our clients have to do that, because if we don't, we know they will leave eventually.
Right, right. And what kind of metrics are these in the 90-day plan and like the year-long plan? Is that revenue? Is that headcount? Like, what kind of goals are you guys talking about?
Well, we basically prioritize based on the matrix that Smart Insights established, that it's called RACE. It's very similar to the inbound marketing methodology, but in here we talk about the reach, act, convert, and engage phase. And we establish priorities based on that. If you need more attraction, if you need more leads, if you need more customers, or you need more retention, depending on that, we establish the goals. And we always define, this is really consistent for our customers, what kind of percentage of attribution will be related to the digital marketing plan. So we want to grow that in the 3 year picture,
Mhm.
and we are trying to tell them, this digital marketing will help you have a return of investment. You are not doing this as a how do you say, as an expense now. Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
so now every dollar can be related to the attribution to your goals, to your revenue, etc.
What kind of things go into that initial, original 90-day plan? Is it things related to, are there like metrics that you even start to expect to hit? Are there specific projects, or like, is that just like the getting to know them period? How do you balance that 90-day window with the 1 year window?
It depends on the maturity of the customer,
Yep.
really. We also use another reference of Smart Insights, that it's called the digital roadmap to
Mhm.
marketing excellence. And we define the customer in one of those levels. If they are really ahead in the roadmap, we really establish uh, quality metrics based on the revenue goals. But if they are really early in their digital marketing strategies, we are trying to help them build a basis. So we connect HubSpot, we start analyzing their conversion rates, we integrate the CRM system into their processes, and so we start doing what's basic, and we work more in a project in the first 90 day, and then we start building metrics that are now related to their business goals.
Got it. And so tell me more about that process going forward from when they sign up as a client. Like, how do you guys make sure you're on track to hitting goals, and how do you keep the agency on top of that?
Yeah, so this is where Databox really helps us because actually we replicated the scorecard that Databox has, but a manual one
Mhm.
that like tracks all of our tasks. We use Teamwork for the project management tool, but we built a scorecard similar to the one Databox has for us to track what percentage of the task we are done and how is it affecting our goal,
Mhm.
because sometimes, as well as everyone knows, as an agency uh, you don't get a task done because you depend on your customer approving it, or him not doing something that having him you are missing him to do, or you are needing him to do, and so that affects our goals. And so we create a list of issues, and we say, okay, in this scorecard we didn't accomplish these goals, but because of this and this and this. So the next 90-day plan, we are going to have some goals that are similar to the last one because of these issues. And so we are not ready to move forward with you. You need to help us to move forward with this.
Do you guys have any processes throughout the month? So it sounds like you communicate on a monthly basis with clients. Do you have any processes throughout the month to check in on data and let the client know about that, or is it just mainly the monthly cadence?
We do with some customers. We do have a weekly meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and not with all of them. To be honest, it depends on how the customer wants to work with us. At the beginning, we mostly have with everyone the weekly meetings because we do have to get on the learning curve. We have to get all of the information we can extract from them, and they have to do a lot of the work at the beginning, and they know that. So yeah, we usually change that, and we do have internal meetings weekly with our account team, and with us we try to use the functional model of David Baker. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but we use the development and shaping, where shaping is trying to give like the input of how well we are doing. If we're not doing well, what is going on, what are we going to change, and this is in a weekly basis, and checking the dashboards that we have. Shaping does this, and then development team has to work on ideas to make the uh, how do you say the I have the word in Spanish, but it's like a continuous improvement process.
Mhm. Got it.
Yeah.
And with those weekly meetings that you have with the clients, are you doing like meeting with the account managers before the meeting and then making like getting on the same page? How do you guys prepare for those weekly meetings internally?
Yeah, in the weekly meetings, not really. As I told you, we have these internal weekly meetings just to check in on how well we are doing. If we are doing well, you can meet with the client and tell them everything is going well. If it's not, that we do have to get some uh, like key key findings of
Mhm.
what is going on and what are we going to do to move the needle before the month is over, especially before the trimester and the 90-day plan is over. So we do have these plans when something is not working or something is going absolutely great, and sometimes it happens that we have accomplished all of the goals and
Yeah.
we have to change everything because we are doing pretty well. So that
Yeah.
happens. It's rare, but that happens sometimes.
Right, right. It's hard to be way ahead of the
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
Who's involved in that meeting when you talk about whether you're on track or ahead of the pace? Like what different players within your agency are in that meeting?
Yeah, we have the account manager. We have, as I told you, the shaping. Which I'm actually I have that role.
Mhm.
That is like monitoring all of the accounts, and we have the IMC, which is basically the person that is implementing everything in the development side.
You're the shaper in chief, the chief shaping officer?
Yeah, we actually don't know how to call that role, but shaping, I guess that's my
Yeah,
role.
yeah, and that term originally comes. What's the name of the book? I know David C. Baker. I know he's an influential guy. Like, is it The Business of Expertise? Is that his book?
We I don't remember the name of his book, but
Mhm.
we hired him. He actually
Oh, okay.
came to do a consulting service for us, and so that's why we are trying to replicate what he taught us.
Got it. Nice.
Yeah.
Last question for you. Is there any specific data box feature that you've been using in those meetings with you as the shaper in chief that's really helped you communicate with the account managers?
Yeah, we use a client performance tool, which really helps us to see if we are going to be able to reach those goals, how well we are doing, and for the customer to also keep track of what we're doing. We have to feel their needs, and they need to be able to see that, and we won't be hiding anything from them.
Yeah, great. All right. Really enjoyed talking with you here, Martha. I think I might have given you some ideas for a new title there, so you'll have to bring that back to the rest of the agency. Um, but yeah, hopefully, looking forward to talking again in the near future here as we continue to roll out new features, and hopefully it'll help you guys out on your end.
Of course, yeah. Thanks so much, Kevin, and we really enjoy working with you guys, and you guys have helped us a lot on getting Databox to really work for us. So
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
yeah. All right, great. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you so much.